So hello YouTube, I'm World at War Black Ops Pro, and I'm bringing you guys another extreme camping video. So
Kill
guys,
all that the bows are
this of course
with.
this is on Yemen again. I mean, Yemen's one of those good maps, kind of like Nuketown is for pub stomping and spawn trapping. This map is good for extreme camping, well, mainly because of that one-way entrance room on that side of the map.
We're winning this fight.
So I mean, yeah, you got like as long as we're doing extreme camping, you guys will probably be seeing a lot of Yemen. However, I do try to switch it up. Like I did upload a drone one. Hopefully, we get a good gameplay on hijacked sometime, and I even have I have a decent gameplay on the map slums where we try to camp the laundry room, but that doesn't work out too well. Anyway, guys, okay, let's get back to the gameplay here. So here, we're trying to camp this room again, of course, but you'll see later on how pissed these guys get. They literally try to wallbang us to the floor. I mean, that's how far they'll go just to try to get us out of this area, but... Okay, so go back here, get a few cheap kills here. And I say cheap because, yeah, it's like these guys don't know what they're walking into. They don't really... It's really hard to kill a right shield head glitcher unless you have a sniper and you're just camping at the back of the map. So, it can be really hard to kill people behind shields and stuff. That's part of the reason like why we use them, because... Well, not really, because like it takes a lot of skill. Like, sure, it does take skill to do a shield, but not as I wouldn't say as much as maybe, let's say, rushing with the SMG. Like, but you definitely do need shield, because not anyone can pick up a shield. Like, you actually need to know what you're doing with the shield, otherwise you won't do well, or you won't do as well as someone who knows what to do, knows the shield's strengths and the shield's weaknesses, and how to effectively deal with all the shield attributes. Okay, so anyway, guys, now something that's not really about the gameplay, guys. It has been a full month that I've been on YouTube, and so far I'm pretty pleased with the direction my channel is going. So like, so when I started out, did I expect my channel to grow this fast? I mean, no, I did not. But I mean, I'm very pleased with the results so far, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully things continue like this. I mean, I'll keep producing content like this, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully more people will sub. Hopefully, yeah, stuff like that. Like, it's been pretty great so far. So yeah, here, like around here, I start noticing I take damage randomly, like not from explosives or anything, but I just randomly take damage, even though I'm at the back of a room behind a shield. So I'm wondering, like, how am I taking damage? Like, I'm just wondering that. It's coming up in a little bit, but these guys literally get so desperate they start trying to wallbang us through the floor. But they probably have engineer and stuff on. I'm surprised they didn't kill me, but probably because they weren't running FMJ. I mean, speaking of engineer and FMJ, like, I mean, there's some things that people say, like people say that camping behind like a shield has no counter, because I've received several hate messages over the past like month or so about people saying, oh, camping behind a shield takes no skill, and then I say, oh yeah, it does. Like, I camp behind a shield to avoid the shotgunners and the snipers and people like that, and it's like, oh, but snipers and shotguns aren't overpowered because they have counters to it, and the shield doesn't. And it's like, dude, the shield does have a counter to it. It's called engineer, but I mean that makes it, if you're facing someone who's using engineer, it makes it really hard to play then, because like basically your whole strategy is destroyed then. That they know where all your equipment is, they know where. Okay, so here's what I was talking about, them shooting to the floor. So, yeah, I was lucky I survived there, but I think it's just spraying randomly. But all of a sudden they know where your sentry guns are, your guardians are, your claymores are, and your shield is, so they can wallbang you. If they see your shield and you're hiding behind it, they can wallbang you or aim a little bit above the shield to get a headshot on you. But the worst part, in my opinion, is that engineer delays trigger, like, proximity triggered explosives, or claymores and bouncy betties are delayed, which is completely stupid in my opinion. It just, because, like, okay, when you camp with a claymore or with a bouncy betty, you put it near a door to either kill the person or give you warning. It should that claymore or bouncy betty only get you a hit marker. But with engineer, the guy can just run past it, and it doesn't go off. It's not going to kill him, but by the time it goes off, you're already dead, because the claymore didn't warn you, it didn't kill the guy, so of course that guy just gets a free kill off of you. And there is no counter to engineer. I mean, you can put a shock charge by the claymore, But that guy's gonna see it through a wall, and he'd be pretty stupid if he walked into it, and then he got shocked, and then he got stuck there for a few seconds, and then it went off. So I mean, there really is no counter to engineer. So I mean, whenever I find myself playing against guys like that, I usually leave the lobby, because you're not gonna, even if one guy's using it, it's really annoying. Usually rushers use it, like shotgunners or SMG users, and they can just rush your camp spot so easily when they have that. It's somewhat OP in my opinion, but so are perks like dexterity too, which dexterity, for some strange reason, even though the perk says nothing about running past claymores or anything, or really faster running past claymores, in my experience, I've noticed that people who run dexterity tend to run past my claymores a lot easier than people who don't. So people who run people who run other third perks, people who run other third perk other than engineer and dexterity, they don't typically get past my claymores that much. But people who do run either dexterity or engineer, they get past my claymores a lot. And I don't know, I'm not sure if it's just me or is it just, or if the perk actually does something, but I do think some dexterity does get me past claymores, because I've been killed by so many dexterity users who just run past my claymore. It doesn't go off, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, that just gets really annoying. So anyway, my teammates came back there. So okay, so yeah, I'm just camping here and just. Do you know what I think? Okay, so there's a guy using a sniper there. By the way, guys, if you ever try to extreme camp, like on TDM with the party, don't run snipers, because they don't really help you. Like, actually, I remember like when I played this game. Like, now I think of it, like, why is the score, the difference in the score so low? Is because I think we only had a party of 3 or 4 when we played this game, and we had 2 randoms on our team. We kept running around getting killed, and when you need a 6-man to effectively extreme camp, because if you don't have a 6-man, 2 randoms can go, like, in our case, if we have a 4-man, 2 randoms can just go running around the map, giving the enemy team free kills and distracting the enemies from our location. So the enemies won't rush us, because they know they have 2 easy targets running around the map at all times. So I mean, yeah, so it can cost you the game, but fortunately that's not really that big of a deal in this case. But you do want a 6-man, although, like, it is very hard to extreme camp if you're not doing a 6-man. But also, you need to brief everybody in the pre-game lobby, like, exactly, like, everyone on your team, exactly what you need to do, because I've when I've been playing in these lobbies, I've noticed that a lot of people, they get bored or they get impatient, and they just start, well, like, if they don't get enough kills in a certain amount of time, they say, oh, screw this, and they run out the front door, and then they try to go get kills while being out in the open and stuff. And that's not how extreme camping should work, because you really should stay in the room. If you're committed to extreme camping, you gotta stay in the room. You gotta kind of camp it out. You can't really rush out into the open, because that's not gonna work, and it's detrimental to your team as a whole, because your other teammates are camping there, and you're distracting the enemy from them. It's like, you gotta be dedicated. If you want to play normal, then play normal. If you want to extreme camp, then you gotta extreme camp. You can't really do both, otherwise it's not gonna be very effective. Okay, so anyway, I try to get back into this room, and I don't think things go very well. Like, yeah, I think there's some guy camping in here. Yeah, I got killed by this guy. Yeah, I stupidly decided to follow this guy, and then he gets me from the side. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think I remember that guy. He was actually a guy who was anti-ing us, so he was actually quite good, so he wasn't like one of those noobs who sucks at the game, like. Yeah, but we do make everyone rage, pretty much, except that guy, that one guy. He's pretty much the only one who doesn't rage, but. Anyway, we try to get back to our camping spot, and we do win this game. We do. And I mean, extreme camping usually gets you the game, like, as you can see by my intro. Campers do win, but Anyway, so campers, yeah, campers always win. Okay, so anyway, that's the gameplay, guys. So, as you see, we do really well, and everyone
Our
rages. But
enemies have failed to
if
end
you
our
guys
call.
if you guys enjoyed the commentary, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching.